All right. Let's say you've done all your edits. You've got this nice, moody, dark, backwooded forest area. You've got the nice, dark foreground. And your subject here in the center of the frame is the light emanating out from the center. But I want the subject to pop just a little bit more. Give her a nice glow. Well, how can I do that? Well, I can use the color grading options in Lightroom to achieve this. So I'm going to go down here. We have several different options. We've got shadows, midtones, highlights, and a global setting. Well, we're going to concentrate on the first three. Your shadows is going to be your dark areas. The dark wooded area, the dark foreground. And I want to cool those off. Since it's already dark, I'm just going to bring that down. Just cool them off just a little bit. Now midtones is where our skin color really resides. So if I warm that up, that should give her a little bit of a glow. Let's see how that works. How does that look? Getting there, but not quite enough. Let's try highlights. Now highlights is going to be your bright areas of the screen. Now obviously, she is the light emanating from the center of the frame. So highlights is going to have a dramatic effect on her. Now, when you do color grading, generally with highlights and shadows, you want to do the opposite of one another. So if our shadows are cold, our highlights need to be warm. And you can also do the reverse, get a nice unique effect. But I want to warm her up. So let's warm these highlights up. Oh man, let's see that. Before, after. Before and after. It's subtle, but it's enough to make her pop and stand out from the background. So this is after, before, and after. She just literally pops. The light now is literally emanating out from her in this forest. She's just a nice contrast, and she's got warmth and life to that photo now. Let's look at another example. In this photo, I've done all my edits. I've done the color grading, and it's given a nice glow to her. So this is before, this is after. It gives her skin a nice, warm feeling, and it's got this glow. It's like the light is emanating out of her. And that's kind of what we want. We want to do something unique. We want to give her life so she can leap out of the screen and leap out of the photo. So this is before, and this is after. Well, what if we want to do something a little different? Remember I said earlier, your shadows and highlights should be the opposite of one another. Well, let's warm up the shadows. And now, let's cool down the highlights. That's giving a real unique effect. It's not exactly what I want, but all you got to do is experiment and try different things. Let's look at a final example. Now in this photo, I've done all my edits. I've done my color grading to give them a nice warmth and pop. But something's not quite right. This guy right here is just a little bit too red, a little bit too orange, like he's been out in the sun too long. Well, how can we fix that? Well, we can use Lightroom's AI tools and masking options to fix that. We're going to use all the tools and resources at our disposal. So we're going to go create a new mask. We're going to let Lightroom's AI help us out. And we're going to select people, and it's going to find all the people in the photo. And all we got to do is select the one we want, and it automatically finds every part that we could possibly need and edit. But we're going to look for facial skin, body skin. So yeah, we might as well get his neck in there. We're going to create that mask. It looks like it did a pretty good job, but it looks like it's got this kid's ears here a little bit. Well, we can fix that. AI is not perfect. So we're going to select the mask, and then we're going to go subtract, brush, and we're just literally going to click and hold and brush away those areas that we don't want selected. There we go. Now we've only got highlighted what we want to affect. So how do we do that? Well, If he's too warm, we naturally can take the temperature and cool him down a little bit. Ooh, that's too much. Now he looks sick. That's not right. What about saturation? Let's pull the color out of him. Well, that helps, but we've lost that warmth and glow that we worked so hard to get in color grading. So what else can we do? Well, let's go up to contrast. Let's try that. Bring that down. Okay, it's getting there. Now let's go back to saturation. Just a little bit. All we need to do is be subtle here. Just a little bit goes a long way. How does that look? Before, after. Getting there, but maybe we can bring some of that life back. Let's go to highlights. Punch it up just a little bit. There we go. Before and after. There we go. Now he looks natural. Now he doesn't look like he's been in the sun all day. All right. Everyone has different skin tones. So sometimes color grading is going to be difficult when you have different tones of skin in the photo. Well, what about these two guys in the ends here? Let's look at the original photo. Yeah, they're a little bit too warm. Well, we can fix that the same way we fixed the other guy. So we're going to go create a new mask, select people again, and we're going to select both these guys. Person one, we're going to add people, add our second person, continue. And we're going to do facial skin and body skin. And we can create separate masks for both, but since we're doing the same thing, we're going to just leave it all in one mask. I'm going to hit create mask. That looks like it's got what we want. All right. So we're going to do the same thing again. We're going to bring down the contrast. All right. Saturation, bring that down just a little bit. We're going to boost our highlights just a little bit. All right. How does that look? Before and after. Before and after. There we go. Now they look the way they're supposed to. They still have that glow, but they look like themselves now. So all you got to do is just experiment. Play around with the color grading. You get some really unique looks. And it makes your subjects pop. It makes you look more professional.